What do you say we get down to business? Because the Goons be back. We finished our second draft with the team, our first real draft. I honestly think it went kind of okay, given the circumstances. And now again, we have an interesting off-season situation here. Where again, goaltending, I think we're fine. We're going to hold off on signing our dudes, including our goalie. That is the plan, is to just let these guys hopefully develop. How far along did you get on editing? Bretsky, when I lost it, I was done. When I lost the progress, I was done, essentially. I was right where I wanted to be, and then I lost it. Now I've re-edited up to through, like, I'm like halfway through the NHL in terms of re-editing. All right, let's see. Jamie Alexiak needs to be resigned. Eric Gufferson. Sam Moore and Matt Pellick. And I think all the dudes that we drafted we're going to hold off on. Probably. Maybe. We might as well just bring these dudes back. So, congratulations to one Jamie Alexiak. You are going to get a contract here. Good. Branson is definitely coming back as well. We might as well bring back noted left wing Sam Morin. I'm doing an Estonian Nations United. That sounds awful. Good luck with that. And we'll bring back Matt Pellick because, my God, does he always look like he just wants to punch you in the face. So last time you updated the editing doc. It's been a couple of days. Do I have updated screenshots? No! And there won't be screenshots. EA ruined that. I'm sorry. Hate to tell you. Had 2K go last night. Warrior dropping the 5 gifted. You'll love to see that. Tasting the goodness of the biscuit. We gotta re-sign Ty Domi here. 2K went well last night, Ivory. We started with the Vancouver Canucks. Saving the Canucks. And I'm having fun with it so far. Alright, so Ty Domi. I like the new emote. There's a bunch of new emotes, actually. I didn't profile or, I guess hype that up, publicize that enough. But yeah, we got a bunch of new Emmy-related emotes. Which is just fantastic. So Ty Domi, sign you for just over $3 million. Wayne Simmons, gonna bring you back. Tonight's Goon Squad, and no set plan, dog. We'll see what happens from there. Knuckles, we gotta bring you back as well. Curtis Gabriel, we might have to drop, I'm not sure. We do want to bring back Baumgartner. Got Marcus Foligno. We got to bring back Gino. Definitely got to bring back Gino, who has one of the weirdest shaped heads I've ever seen in my life.
Good for you!
Joey Bobo, thank you for the follow. Baby. Zach Ronaldo, we'll bring him back. Terrio, how many of these for you to play? Terry, talk to me in an hour or so. If you still need someone, I'll consider it. Wow, we have 4 centers under contract. Yikes. Let's move forward today here. Wow, when Jamie Alexiak doesn't want to come back to your team, we actually just had quite a few people reject contracts. That's... oof. Like, that hurts. Like, physically, that hurts to be rejected by Jamie Alexiak. Ugh. Well, let's pay him a little bit more because I can afford to, and it's really somebody that we don't want to lose. When Eric Goodbranson says I'd rather leave, that really shows you the state of our franchise in the early stages of this, right? Ivory just dropping more random bits. You'll love to see it. And forward-wise. All right, again, Wayne Simmons. Wayne Train Simmons. Man, even Chris Nyland said he didn't want to come back. Come on, Knuckles, you're going nowhere. I know you were a Hab for a long time, and you identify more with the Habs, even though you're a Massachusetts boy, but come on now. Baumgartner as well. We don't want to lose any of the legends. They are the heart and soul of this team, and obviously we have a boatload of cap space. Ivory just keeps dropping bits. Love to see it. All right, so there we go. Just throw people cash, and they will quickly change their mind. So technically we have 47 contracts. We're going to let Marcus Foligno and Curtis Gabriel go for the moment. That way we can take a look at who's out there in terms of free agents. And if we lose any staff members, it's perfectly fine because we have to completely redo the staff anyway. So let's take a look. Free agency. Let's see what we got out there. Of course, Alex Ovechkin is not going to happen. Now it is, you know, a Draft to Glory style series. Where obviously, wow, Henrik Lundqvist bounced back up to an 89.
The man was a fanboy.
Razor Sharp, 40. He's a man. Subscribe for 40 months. Kicking off that hype train, the old scam train. You love to see it, Razor. Thank you for 40 goddamn months on Twitch. That's insane. Very much appreciated, man. Alright, really quickly here, just let me focus. We need to sign 1 or 2 other goalers to help fill out this roster. Again, we're not going to go for serious goaltenders. It is a draft to glory, but we are going to, you know, have a little bit of fun in free agency. So I guess let's look for the veterans who aren't that good and won't get work otherwise. Who the hell are you? Eero Kilpalainen. We got to go for Danny Austenperkin, by the way. We didn't put in Hextall or Billy Smith. I didn't put in any legend goalies because I didn't want to use them long term. Well, let's go ahead and sign Danny Austenperkin here. And Dennis Endres, Thomas Popole, Brad Thiessen. Go ahead and sign. Imagine a 70 overall goalie looking for a one-way deal. Jesus. Socks. Thank you for the extra bits. So amongst the defensemen, Nick Hjalmarsson, granted, it's because of morale, but he is currently higher rated than Dougie Hamilton. Anyway, let's take a look, shall we? We'll look for enforcer defenseman to start. Oh god, this is gonna take a little bit to scroll here. The OG Goon squad was so fun to watch. I agree, that's why we're doing it again. It is probably one of, if not my favorite series I've ever done. I don't think we'll possibly get a player Freddie McDonough caliber. Shout out to those people in the YouTube comments as well who said I should have named the AHL team after Fredericton for Freddie McDonough. That was a genius idea, and I wish people who had that idea had been watching the stream at the time. We have 1 enforcer defenseman. 1. It's Mateo Like. 19 years old. 5'11 enforcer. Let's go. The one scrappy sumbitch right here. Low 7th? Fuck yeah, we want this guy on our team. The PJ Stock of defenders. It's beautiful. So from there, if we wanted any other defenseman, we'd have to look at DFDs. Akeem Alou is a DFD. We're on 45 contracts. I kind of want to sign Akeem Alou. The question is, how many defensemen do we have under contract right now? I actually don't know the answer. Let's go to propose trade to find out, shall we? I might play through in the medium. Revan, really? So see, I was interested in the medium, but I heard mixed results. Like, it doesn't really do anything special. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, yeah, I can afford to sign Akeem Alou. The majority of players that we have signed are forwards. So 1 more defenseman wouldn't hurt. We don't want it to be an actually like high-rated defenseman. Tony, what's going on, buddy? So I'm not even gonna look at other DFDs. So let's bring in Akeem Alou. And to be honest, we're just gonna send a boatload of money Akeem Alou's way. Because why not? Because why not? Ivory, yeah, sure. Let's go with that. Fair enough, Revan. It's one of those games that will be on the long list of stuff I'll probably never play. Let's give Akeem Alou about $12 million, because I can. And then we get to the forwards. Ooh, okay, so we only have 4 enforcers. It's Gazdic, Peluso, Vartiainen, and Virtanen. Anders. Appreciate the follow. I'm guessing it's RK Anders. I might be wrong. It might be Arkanders. Who's to say? Thank you for the follow. We could look for grinders, but I'm thinking Gazdic and Peluso are the guys here. Matt Bolesky. I mean, Shaw Boomhauer's available. It's tough to not sign him. Dawson Butt. Man, there's some good memes. The problem is we already have a crap load of forward signs, so I might just completely hold off. Boomhauer and Butt. That's right, Deke Slayer. That's right. Let's check the coaching staff. As we do. Who's out there? Alright, time to completely redo the coaching staff. Everyone's favorite pastime. Oh god, did I hear who was in on D'Angelo? I mean, I saw Ducks fans complaining, so I'm guessing the Ducks are potentially in on Tony D'Angelo. If there's somebody else, then Alright, Let's see. Beautiful. Am I going to play NCAA when it comes out? Yeah, I agree. I mean, I'm playing NCAA now. With NCAA 13. All right, so Galena. Bryant Galena. I have never seen that name before in this game. We definitely want to bring you in as our head coach. And, yeah, now's the time where we get to sit here and scroll for 6.5 years to try and give ourselves the best chance of this guy actually signing for our team. So, nap time. Third line as well. Pozo has way better value there. Brian McGrattan, though, has a shitload of chemistry on that top line. Let me check really quickly with Okposo. Are these two in line with Okposo? They are. I'm thinking that's what we go with. Cassian, Okposo, Simmons, McCarthy, Domi, Kreider. And then Schultz is a little bit better on the fourth line. Nyland's better on the third line. Rock's better on the fourth. McCarty better on the fourth. McGrattan. I think we got it. I think we got it. The only thing that we got to sort out here is who's playing center. We're going to go, I guess McCarty. Even though he's not the best centerman. We'll go Schultz, McCarty, LaRocque to keep that +3. We'll have McGrattan at center with Kyprios and Nyland. Kreider is going to have to be the center of that line. And then Cassian, Okposo, Simmons. Kyle Okposo can play center. You know, it's not that bad. I know a lot of people thought chemistry-wise this was going to be a disaster. But I don't hate this setup at all. And then defensively, I mean, again, I'd like to get good Branson in there. Maybe take out Curtis McDermott. We might turn off injuries for the season, too, I'm thinking. Good Branson, Gudis, Butcher. Let's double check the line chemistry here. All of these defensemen fit perfectly. This is fantastic. So yeah, really not going to get like any better chemistry here. It's just a matter of where we want the +1s, and I'd say that's good. So, you know, in theory, actually, this team might not be that bad. And the AHL team made the playoffs last year, too. Which makes me think they could be half decent as well. Let's send those two down. Like I said, I think I'm going to turn off injuries just for the sake of being able to skip along here pretty quickly. Okay, Leniaks and Sjogard. It's perfect. The defense. We need to get this light guy in the lineup. Random free agent signing. Shepard, Blood, Finley. There's nobody there that I really care about. Texky, thank you. See, the strong promotional plug for the Toogies Take podcast. You'll love to see it. Which architect will eventually be on an episode sooner rather than later. Whenever Buffalo ownership does something fucking stupid, because you know they will, it's a matter of time, we'll have architect on to talk about it. Look at all the pluses for forwards already. Jesus. So my only regret like that is like the cover boy and Paul Bissonnette's just sitting there. So is Pete Worrell and Zach Ronaldo, but I think that's the team. I think we get to sit back and see just how this team manages to get on this season. Ristolainen looks serviceable. Fake news? Fake news that Rasmus Ristolainen's doing well? Alright, let's see what we got here for ratings heading into this season, too. Season 2 and also Season 2. What do we got? So we start off our season at home against Dallas. The grades for the year, we have Number one, I do like these jerseys now that we're back for another day. I like the alternate too, as devilish as it looks. It's pretty sweet. 74, 85, and an 82. A 74 rated offense. That is fantastic. Again, there's nothing else that we really have to do in terms of looking at the team, the coaching staff. Everything's good. Only thing I would have checked was captaincy. Yes, baseball fan. In terms of NHL Gamer stuff, we are doing the finals. Actually, for the NHL Gamer stuff, guess what? Your boy has a real busy schedule coming up. If I'm not mistaken, Friday, February 5th, Sunday the 7th, Monday the 8th, Wednesday the 10th, Friday the 12th, Saturday the 13th. All broadcasts on twitch.tv/NHL Gamer for me. I'm going to be a very busy boy for the next week and a half or so. And then I get a nice long commentary break. Thank God. Because my voice is going to be dead by the end of that. So let's see. We have Kreider as our captain because it's beautiful. Baseball fan will be covering the finals for the lower divisions that are out there as well. Eric Goodbranson clearly needs a letter. And the other forward to get a letter is going to be my boy, George Larocque. Love me some George Larocque. Sorry, Zach Cassian, to have pissed you off, but it is what it is. So let's see how we do, damn it. We will sim to January 1st. Last year, we actually weren't that bad at parts of the season. But we were still the worst team in the league. It's promotion style, right? Correct. So yeah, that's why we want to cover like the pro finals there, baseball fan. Because yeah, if certain teams win, like, okay, the pro finals, like, okay, cool, you win, you're going to be an elite next year. So it makes sense to cover that team. Holy hell, do we suck.
Fanboy. The man was a fanboy.
Budzo, thank you for the 20 months in total, you beautiful son of a gun. Welcome to the show where the Goonfish are just getting trounced. Goodness gracious. We're gonna have a long way to go before we find any sort of success. 7, 26, and 4 on the year to start things off. Just shy of the halfway point. Let's go over here so nothing's really cut off, or at least not all that much is cut off. Tampa right now, top team in the league. Unsurprisingly, we are by far the worst team in the league. 10 points behind Boston. Our goals for per game is the worst in the league at 2.3. Our goals against is the second highest, only behind the Arizona Coyotes. Our power play is at 12%, which is third lowest in the league. Our PK is at 74%, which is the third lowest in the league. Yep. That is something. I mean, we're not going to go 0-82 like some of the OG Goon Squad teams did, but we actually have players that are pluses. Our top line are all plus players. That's insane to me. But like Pozo, Cassian, Kreider, Simmons all doing well. From there, I mean, it kind of drops off a little bit. 7 goals for Sandy McCarthy. That's promising. No goals for Radko Gudas. Even Mark Borowiecki has a goal, though. But to look here at the old penalty minutes, Garth Butcher has 58 in 37 games. Oh, the lowest penalty minute total is Dave Schultz, who has 8. That is far, far too disciplined play from one Dave Schultz. Our face-off king right now is Kyle Poza. No real surprise. The hit king is Cassian with 68. Block shots, we better have a ton. 68 for Brian Marchment. Fights, oh baby, there we go. Look at that fight column. Look at that fight column. We actually have quite a few dudes, though, that haven't gotten into a fight yet. But you'll love to see that. 2 guys approaching double digits in Butcher and Kyprios before we even hit the halfway point of the season. And goalie-wise, Grice and Jari have been abysmal. Tristan Jari, or as I call him, Jimmy Howard 2.0. Actually, he's won one more game than Jimmy Howard did this past season with Detroit, so gotta give him some credit. John Tavares is crushing it. Nylander, Ovechkin, Malkin. Ovi right now the only guy to hit 30 goals, which is sick. Penalty minute king, Butcher, Kiprios. No real surprise. And the fight king.
Oh, good for you!
Garth Butcher, that sounds about right. Ty, or TY38. Regardless, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Let's get this season over with, shall we? I think the sooner the better that we get this season over with. Get to another draft, see how we're gonna do. Why is Ovi on the Habs? Because he's a free agent at the end of the year, and Washington typically doesn't re-sign him for whatever reason. It's just kind of how it plays out. Talking about Grayson Howard, did you see the crazy stat about Detroit and their goaltending? I don't know. You're very vague by saying the crazy stat. You know? Very vague. We just beat Montreal, though, so eat pant, Ovechkin. Get gooned. And then we, lose just everything after that Carolina game. Good Lord. You're a lot of fun for a Bruins fan. You know, if that's not the perfect review. He's okay for a Bruins fan. Do you have alumni players on your team? Yes. What was the process behind picking them? It's just the theme of what we're doing here. 2 first-round picks, Robbie Arventi for Josh Bailey and Paul Stastny. You know, the trade logic in this game is something else. It's been 464 days since a goalie not named Jonathan Bernier won a game for Detroit. That doesn't surprise me, though. Brendan Gallagher and Ben Sherratt to the Rangers for Braden Schneider. I'm guessing Andrew Cogliano, Evan Vierling, and a first. And Brad Hunt is on waivers, but he does not fit the bill of a Goon Squad worthy player. So let's get this season over with. We'll hopefully get a look here. The upcoming prospects, maybe we'll, hey, there we go. Maybe we'll actually have some eligible players. There's a franchise option. Okay. If only he was a power forward, I could technically go for him. So again, for forwards, it's power forward, grinder, and then of course, obviously, DFD and in general, enforcers. Being a Detroit fan's not very fun right now. That's good, because being a Detroit fan was fun for 21 goddamn years, so now you get to suck for a little bit. It's just how it works. Alright, hello, Joe Byer from the Guelph Storm. A+ shooting. That's our boy right there. Oh, he's got a Lucic comparison. Oh, he's gorgeous. Oh, he's beautiful. Oh, that's just fantastic. Crease, no, I'm not allowed to take that franchise level player. I wish. I wish. You know, when you get that Gretzky comparison. But yeah, that is our dude, Joe Byer. At worst, it could be Akam Schroeder. Listed as a grinder, not nearly as good, though. Theo Fleury comparison. It'd be nice to pull off the double, but again, we're not allowed to trade up for draft picks. There is another power forward, too. Nathan Gaucher. You're real, though. He's a real boy. We want Byer, clearly, in the first round. What I want to do, though, is look towards the second round, right about here. Is there anybody else who might be on the agenda for us? Pavel Afinoganov is okay. Not too bad. Oh, boy. Yeah, we still need a lot of information about this upcoming draft class. Sergei Shuglabov. All right, so we'll see. Have ever seen a grinder go first overall in this game? No. Defenseman's about the best you're gonna get, I'd say. So that is it for our season. 20, 55, and 7. We actually got a little bit of consistency down the stretch, which is hilarious given the circumstances. We, of course, were dead last in this particular division. Pittsburgh, the top team in the league. We were the worst, by far. So again, we will have the #1 draft odds, which is very good. We're guaranteed to get Byer in this draft, which is nice. We had the league's worst offense, by far. Only team to score under 200 goals. Our goals against average was the highest in the league. The only team to give up more than 300 goals. Our power play percentage was in the bottom 4 at 15%. And our penalty kill was the worst in the league. Oh, God. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Kyle Okposo led the team in points with 62. Cassian was up there as well, and then a huge drop-off. Chris Kreider is a hero, a legend if he did indeed punch one gigantic douche who's going to be out of the NHL entirely soon, and it's going to be great. But yeah, not a very good season for him. Brian McGrattan, 14 goals. Love to see that. Wayne Simmons had 21 goals. Chris Nyland, Ty Domi, Schultz. I mean, you know, LaRock on 14, Kipper on 15. Oh, God. I mean, we had 3 20-goal scorers. The penalty minutes, Brian McGrattan, yeah. Fewest penalty minutes amongst forward. What is up with Dave Schultz? He only has 83 aggressiveness, but he's listed as an enforcer. Figure that one out. Figure that one out. We also had 5 shorthanded goals as a team, so nowhere near Montreal capabilities. Very physical team, though. Very physical. Love to see that. And in terms of the 4 forwards with at least double digits in terms of fights. McGrattan, Domi, LaRock, and Kyprios. We take no shit. Fight Club. Whenever you step into the Salty Spittoon. Oh, it's beautiful. And those are just the forwards. We haven't even looked at the defensemen yet. Which we have Brian Marchment and his beautiful nose leading the way on 35 points. Eric Goodbranson put up 7 points, as did Borowiecki. 115 penalty minutes, though, for Garth Butcher. We had an extra shorty from Goodbranson. Eric Goodbranson scored a shorthanded. Eric Goodbranson scored a shorthanded goal. This is the greatest goddamn game of all time. Oh, look at the physicality, too. Look at the physicality. Look at the shot blocks. Oh, this team is all heart and nuts. It's beautiful. And then 15 fights from Butcher. So we had 5 players, Booker T approved, in double digits for the fights. Oh, it's beautiful. And of course, Tristan Jarry and Thomas Greiss both just absolutely sucked. They're not our long-term solutions here anyway. Around the league, Gino led the way in terms of points. Obi, Tavares, McKinnon, Marner, and Nylander were all up there as well. Goal-scoring king was Ovi, 60. It's not bad. Penalty minute king was Brian McGrattan. Garth Butcher went how far? You got to go down to Timo Meier in 5th to find a skater who had, you know, fewer penalty minutes or more penalty minutes than one of our players, which is a beautiful thing. Look at Jordan Martinook and Rupe Hintz, Flipper being up there as well for shorties. Hit leader was Timo Meier, Nazem Kadri, Brad Marchand. How the hell is that happening? Total blocks, Rasmus Ristolainen blocking shots. And the fight king was Garth Butcher. You have to go down to Shea Weber with 3 until you hit a player who's not on our team. Incredible. Defenseman for points. You have Chris Letang with 86. And a overrated OEL with 67. Goal scoring king was Letang. Timothy, what's up, buddy? How are you? Winningest goaltender was Leonard. Oh, that's why EA has him at a 79. Okay, why don't you give Stuart Skinner a 79 too? Why not? Ben Bishop had 11 shutouts. We have a goalie goal, and it's Casey DeSmith, so nobody was happy for him. In terms of the rookie race, Joe Veleno is going to win the Calder over Jonas Rupp and Nils Höglander. Joe Veleno is probably going to win the Calder. So that concludes another season, our second season here in Trinidad and Tobago. And again, we absolutely suck. But, again, we play with heart, with grit, with determination. Also, the AHL team made the playoffs with a 51-win season. Let's see what happens with the AHL club really quickly, shall we? They kicked the hell out of the Laval Rocket. What about Toronto? Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay, well, at least they beat Montreal. We move on. Or Laval, but it's Montreal's team. You get the point. We march on to this draft. Fingers crossed that it goes well. The New York Rangers win the Stanley Cup. You love to see it, maybe? Hey, Kyle Posto's up to an 83. The Rangers win the Stanley Cup, beating the Edmonton Oilers in 5 in the Messier, Gretzky, a shitload of other players bowl. Is that an East Alone jersey? You bet your sweet behind it's an East Alone jersey, Tennessee. It's the infamous Chris Rumble jersey. Poor Connor McDavid played his frickin' heart out. Wasn't enough. Let's take a look at the New York Rangers. I went way too far because I looked at the chat. So Panarin, Zibanejad, Kakko, Brendan Gallagher, Strome Lafreniere. They added Eric Stahl. Eric Stahl is a Ranger, I could totally imagine. Bonino. Matthew Perreault. And amongst the defensemen, indeed. Oh, Schrott, Ryan Murray, Jacob Trouba, Adam Fox, Libor Hayek. Eric Stahl was already a Ranger. Shh. That was the joke. Thank you. Oh, a 927 save percentage for the Shesterkin. Let's look at the awards that we have this season. So again, Washington won it in season 1. The Rangers win it this year. Of course, we have the actually, we don't have the rework divisions. We were going to do that in the Pittsburgh series. And, yeah, then we stopped the Pittsburgh series because, ugh. Oh, Malkin won the Art Ross and the Hart. Letang won the Norris, Lady Bing. The Nylander, Joe Veleno won the Calder. Shesterkin, the Conn Smythe, the Vezina to Ben Bishop, Markstrom to Jennings, Masterton to Pollock, Jack Adams to Minnesota's coach, Selke to Ryan O'Reilly, Malkin wins to Ted Lindsay, and the Rocket Richard to Alex Ovechkin. In the AHL, Sam Lafferty put up the most points. Tyler Pitlick was the league MVP. Nick Delorier scored the most goals. Nick Robertson was the top rookie. Sebastian Aho, the top defenseman. Vianney Vevalainen, top goaltender. And the MVP of the playoffs was Leo Komarov. Really quickly, how many goals did Nick Delorier score? He disappeared. Hold on. He disappeared. We also have to check our progress reports really quickly here, too, to see how crazy morale wants to be. So Cassian Kreider is showing up as 84s. Got Brian McGrattan up to an 81. Delorier, 38 goals. That was enough, huh? 38 goals was enough to lead the AHL. Interesting. What do we got for prospect development? Wayne Simmons is having a time here. Sjogard's up to a 76. Probably not going to hold on to him long term. We're just going to let him develop and then drop him. Alexandrov to a wonderful 69 overall. Bale's a 64. Kasparaitis, good improvement. Peters as well. Joshua Cope. Matt Coupland. Peterson. I mean, we're looking pretty good. A lot of greens, except, I mean, Jacobson didn't really do too much. But, you know, some good improvements there from players that you would hope for. That's the dream. With that, lottery results. Doesn't really matter if we miss out on the number 1 pick. We know that we're going to be able to get our top target. We fall to 3. New Jersey and Buffalo. Big victory for them. Retired players. Jumbo Joe on 1,800 games exact. That's how you can tell Mike Babcock's not the coach anymore. Alex Steen, Louis Erickson, Ryan Kessler, David Backus, Lad Edler. A lot of familiar names. Mark Stahl, retiring. We didn't lose a single player. Not too bad. Komarov and Danny Austenbergen. Birkin, not Bergen. Bergen? Austenbergen. Good Babs take. Thank you. Fuck Mike Babcock. Guy's a scumbag. To the draft we go. Let's do this. Fingers crossed. Good players available. So New Jersey gets the franchise. Buffalo gets a guy by the name of Blokhtianov. So yeah, I mean, it's been decided. Can't clear my throat. It's very obvious. Joe Byer. is the pick. Again, we're allowed power forwards and grinders, and enforcers, of course, for the forward core. Yeah, Joe Byers, our guy. The Canadian from the Guelph Storm. 79 overall, medium elite. Say hello to the face of the franchise. Let's see who else. Shane Wright fell to 6th. Savoy down to 7th. Schroeder was a 65. He was our backup plan. Big win for Vancouver. A gigantic win for Vancouver. Defensive D to Florida here. The power forward. I mean, this would have been a pretty good draft for us no matter where we finished in the standings, I'd say. We would have done well no matter what. Second round. Ooh, boy. All right. Well, we have a Finneganoff. Oberg. Yikes. Yikes. Suglobov we can draft. Lindbergh we can draft. Hey, look, Johan Loshing. And Kalle Obergauer. Let's see what we have here. Let's see what we have. Gamer Boy, I'm not sure. That really should happen. Trust me, I mean, for the generated faces that you see in Be A Pro or on the coaches and scouts, why that doesn't happen, like for this player picture here, I have no idea. I've asked about it, never really gotten a good answer. So Obergauer just has a wicked shot at an A-, D- in defense. So nothing too crazy for him. Lindbergh. I mean, straight C's aren't that bad. 18-year-old defenseman. Marcus Oberg. Okay, Marcus Oberg's the guy right now. Finneganoff. Not bad. And then Sergei Suglobov. Not bad either. I think we go for Oberg here. I mean, we can't say for sure if he's a grinder. He might be a power forward. Honestly, though, with the hard wrist shot, I think this dude might actually be a grinder. Hopefully he has a good potential. It's a risk to not take Lindbergh. We're going for Marcus Oberg. How good are you? 66 overall, medium top 6 grinder. Beautiful. 3-star physical category. Everything else is pretty well rounded. Good pick. Now he has 19, but he has a higher overall to start things off, so I don't hate it. And in terms of other dudes we could have been eligible to draft, the Finneganoff was not good. EA has Tristan Leno falling to the second round. Controversial. Anybody else? Anybody else that we could have drafted? Suglobov wasn't that good. From the looks of it, we absolutely just made the right choice. And Lindbergh's still there, as is Obergauer. Yeah, we definitely made the right choice. Valentin headed. Damn! I saw grinder and confirmed. I just didn't see that it was a medium 9. Blenus, what is up? Wrath, by the way, if you did indeed head out, take it easy. Let's see who else we have here. Low 6. The worst potential. Okay, so who do we have on the board now? Actually got quite a few players. So again, Obergauer has the good shot. Everything else kind of meh. Noonan. Not a high enough overall to make it worth taking an outright medium 9. Same for Skula. That potential, no thanks. Yanni Marjamaki. Oof. What about Keegan Kelly on defense? Okay, this is looking a little bit rough. Liam Gustafsson. Good physicality, can't skate, can't play defense. Lindbergh's fairly well-rounded. A- in senses for Valentenko, but he cannot move. Plus, he's an overager. And then Ted Eaton. Okay, we have 3 legitimate options here. Eaton might actually be the best. Couple of B's, has that D in skating. Obergauer has the better shooting than Lindbergh, but Lindbergh's more well-rounded. And then if Eaton could just skate, he'd be okay. We don't know what that potential is, though. I don't trust that these two are medium elites. Not even close. I'm gonna risk it with Eaton. If we could actually trust that scouting report, he could be worth it. We're gonna go for Ted Eaton, controversial as it may be. I mean, low top 4 is a brutal potential. I think we all know this. Obergauer was a medium 9, Lindbergh a medium top 6. I mean, oh, Brits, how's it going, by the way? I don't really think we did poorly there. You could argue the merit of low top 4 versus a medium top 6. And which one you think is better, and you'd probably be right. Kelly wasn't that much better. Noonan, Valentenko. Yeah, I think we did okay. From the looks of it, there wasn't a massive win to be had. Because that dude wasn't somebody we could get, that medium elite that just went. Yeah, I think we did okay, given the circumstances. 4th round. Is there a steal on the horizon? There is a DFD in Svedberg. 6'5" at 17 years old. So DFD Tony Dingman. I mean, a goon named Dingman. You can't do much worse than that. Get our first goalie, Spike Cole. Great name. Andre Moroza. All right, there. Send in the goaltenders. Holy shit. There are a ton of goalies out of nowhere. All right, so Dingman.
Oh, good!
Doesn't have a good enough overall. Bridge City Bird. Appreciate that follow. Dingman clearly not going to have the high enough overall to make it worth taking someone with a lower potential. Spike Cole. You take a goalie if you have doubts that you're not going to get anybody better. Ricky Hayes. Not bad. He's an overager, but maybe. Peter Ozelinch. A couple of B's are he's not that bad. Svedberg. You'd have to hope he'd have good potential because the overall right now is going to suck. Caden Smolinski. Hello. Well, he can't skate, but he can do everything else. Smolinski, I know he's an overager, but he's the favorite right now. For sure. Spike Cole is another possibility here. I wouldn't take Commodore. I'm aware of the time. Don't worry. Cheestoff can shoot. Physical. Weinrich. Dude, there are a couple of options here. Shockingly. Shockingly, there were a couple of options here. Kirk, we might be playing NCAA tonight. I'm not sure. So Moroza, the 1B in physical. That's going to be a no. You got Gravel, who's real. We're going to say no. Weinrich. Good shooting, good physical. Cheestoff. Can't skate, but better physical. Granted, a difference. So if we wanted to, we could take the goalie Spike Cole, which is an amazing name for a Goon Squad goalie. Then out of nowhere, there's Caden Smolinski, or there's Cheestoff. I think it's very obvious. It's down to Smolinski, or we take the goalie Spike Cole. But seeing someone like this in the 4th round, I think, and again, it's a B- in defense, I think we got to go for Smolinski here. The American defender. How the hell does that equate to a 62? The motherfucker has 91 puck control, 97 stick checking. 90 discipline. 86 shot power. So apparently 86 wrist shot power, but everything else about the shooting category equates to him having, what, an A- in shooting? I hate the scouting reports so much. I hate the scouting reports so much. They're completely illogical. I know they weren't like 100% filled in, but like, Jesus. Svedberg wouldn't have been that much better, really. Dingman wouldn't have been that much better either. Cheestoff would have been okay. I mean, Cheestoff certainly would have been better. Cole was only a medium fringe. Goldobin wasn't available to us. I mean, from the looks of it, I mean, we could have ended up with a medium fringe goalie or someone who's not all that much better. Unfortunately, yeah, these scouts are really letting us down right now. I mean, Weinrich is still available. Again, Hayes is still there as well if we wanted another overager. Ruben Rafkin, absolutely not. Joachim Heikkila, hello. He's the new favorite. Or at least he's up there with Weinrich. What about Christian Ahonen? Absolutely not. Desmond Boyer. Maybe. A couple of B's in there. That guy's trash. Sammy Kukkonen, trash. Vincent Fillion, I'm pretty sure is real. Declan Winkler, trash. Ricard Atacalio, maybe. Torsten Janssen, trash. I wish. Say Sergei Nazarov, we know nothing about. That's promising.
Oh,
Goalie
good
and
for
Bertuzzi.
you.
I'm guessing it's Huthke. Thank you for the thank you, Mike Tyson, pronouncing Husky for the follow. Malik Vetterl. Trash. The only hope is he'd actually be a low elite. Sort by potential. No. And I'd play a certain song that would tell you how I feel about you having the audacity, Nico, of telling me what to do. No. It's too early in the draft to do that. Alright, so Vetterl, again, is the lowest rated dude. Nazarov, we just don't know enough about. We'd rather go for Vetterl, and of course, time's winding down. 2 B's and a C in skating. Let's look at Boyer. Why not Yzerman? We have limitations on the player builds we can draft. That's why. Again, for forwards, it's power forwards, grinders, and enforcers. For defensemen, DFDs, and enforcers. Let's see. It's one of these 4. Again, Vetterl, if we're banking on the potential being correct. 2 B's and an A minus, 3 B minuses. It's got to be Boyer or Heikkila if we take a forward. Better shooting, better puck skills, better senses, better pizza, Papa John's. If we take a forward, it's Heikkila. The guy just can't skate. If we take a defenseman, it's Malik Vetterl. Mamoons, what's up? Again, guys.
Oh,
I'm gonna
good
play
for
later on in the
you.
stream. You should know this. I'm guessing it's Shitter, which sounds like Shitter, which is hilarious. Appreciate the follow. All right. Oh, we gotta go for Vetterl. Low elite is just such a bugged out potential this year. It's so good. Although we might actually be able to get both of these two. Hold on. 129. I can't do math in my head right now. I just can't do it. I refuse to do it. We could risk it and try to pull off the double and get both of them. But if I were to miss out on Vetterl and he's good, I'd regret it. But I definitely can't take Vetterl and then still end up with Heikkila. But I could take Heikkila and maybe end up with Vetterl. We're taking Joachim Heikkila. Well, let's hope that didn't cost me a low elite. Please be there, please be there, please be there, please. Yes, thank God, take him. Didn't even really matter. Unfortunately, we haven't been able to keep up the level of success in this draft like we have through the first draft or two. So that kind of sucks. Yeah, it's at this point that we definitely sort by potential. So you got a 20-year-old overage goaltender who's not really going to be worth it. 18-year-old goalie, and Alexei Elisin, who might be worth it. We know nothing about these dudes here. No weaknesses, huh? Power forward and Zubov. Weeks is horrible. All right, it comes down to one of the two, a defenseman or a goalie. Dude's 19, good physical, good senses, good shooting in theory. We haven't done it yet in this draft. I think when in doubt, take the goaltender. And we're going to take one Mr. Listen with this pick. You know, not our best draft. Not our best draft, unfortunately. That's a shame. There aren't any picks that I outright regret, which is nice at least to be like, oh, we could have had this guy. Like, there weren't too many of those picks, if any. But all in all, we still didn't exactly end up with the high-end talent we were looking for. We know we're going to cut Thomas Greiss. Kivlenieks we're going to drop as well, to be honest. Pretty much everybody is being dropped here. We are going to sign Peters. Of course, again, we're letting go of a lot of the guys that we took in the expansion draft by design. So Peters and Eakin will be on the roster. Shogard, trying to make that happen. We got some work to do on the defensive side of things. We do have to sign the low elite in Kasparaitis. And then forward-wise, yeah, we got some work to do there too. All in all, I mean, we've had a couple of good drafts given the limitations that we have. Some of the veterans are working out a little bit better than I would have thought. But, it hasn't been amazing yet. But we did end up with Bayer. So, I guess I can't really complain. I mean, this guy's, what, a 79? Yeah. 3-star puck skills, 2.5 senses, 4.5-star shooting already. I mean, Joe Bayer is going to be a stud. He is going to be our star player for however long we go with this, for years and years to come. But in terms of a supporting cast right now, no. We don't have one.